there's at least 10 national park sites in Oregon, and you could add more if you add those BLM and USFS park sites. Hi folks, this is Brian from Dinkum Tribe. We've just published our updated 2024 Oregon National Parks Guide, and to celebrate, I'm answering commonly asked questions on Google about national parks. Let's start. Most people ask, how many national parks are in Oregon? The answer? 1, Crater Lake National Park. However, Oregon has many national park sites. National park sites are parks that are run by the National Park System. These include national parks, national monuments, national historic sites, national recreation areas, national trails, and more. So while Oregon has one official national park, that is Crater Lake, there are many, many national park sites here in the state of Oregon. Question 2, what are the 5 national park sites in Oregon? Well, actually, according to the National Park Service, there are 10 national park sites in Oregon. California National Historic Trail, Crater Lake National Park, John Day Fossil Beds National Monument, Fort Vancouver National Historic Site, Ice Age Floods National Geologic Trail, Lewis and Clark National Historic Trail, Lewis and Clark National Historical Park, Nez Perce National Historical Park, Oregon Caves National Monument and Preserve, Oregon National Historic Trail. That's 10 national park sites altogether. Oregon also has national monuments, national recreation areas, and similar parks that are not included in the National Park System list because they're administered by the Bureau of Land Management or the U.S. Forest Service. We make a point of including these parks in our guide because these parks are less known and less expensive, so you can get a valuable, excellent, crowd-free experience for half the cost. The third common question is, what is Oregon's only national park? You know the answer, right? It's Crater Lake National Park. But again, there's at least 10 national park sites in Oregon, and you could add more if you add those BLM and USFS park sites. Our fourth question is the hardest of all of them. It asks, what is Oregon's famous park? The truth is that there are 5 different parks that have achieved world fame. Crater Lake is certainly the most famous park in Oregon. This epic lake has a grandeur that is unlike any other place in the United States. It stands out as one of the deepest lakes and one of the most unique landforms in all the world. Multnomah Falls is nearly as famous as Crater Lake. This 620-foot double waterfall is among the most scenic waterfalls on Earth. Silver Falls State Park is another famous park here in Oregon. This park's Trail of 10 Falls is a 4-mile trek that guides you through a corridor of 10 incredible cascades. Cannon Beach has achieved international fame for its coastal beauty. There's an excellent chance that you've seen pictures of this stunning coastline. Finally, Oregon is also famous for the Painted Hills. These painted hills are located in the John Day Fossil Beds National Monument, and these beautiful paleosoils draw visitors year after year with their intriguing beauty and their ancient story. So altogether, there are at least 5 parks that qualify as the famous park in Oregon. Crater Lake, John Day Fossil Beds Painted Hills, Silver Falls State Park, Multnomah Falls, Cannon Beach. We could probably throw Smith Rock in there as well, but we'll leave it there. Hopefully you've found what you're looking for. If not, check out our website at dinkumtribe.com. We feature all of these and more. Number 5, is Multnomah Falls a national park? Good question. The answer is yes and no. Multnomah Falls is part of the Columbia Gorge National Scenic Area, which is not a national park. However, Multnomah Falls is a key site along the Ice Age Floods National Geologic Trail, which is a national park site. The Columbia Gorge National Scenic Area is the boss when it comes to Multnomah Falls, so you want to go to their website when it comes to camp reservations, planning, and other details. There's no entrance fee to visit Multnomah Falls. However, I do highly recommend that you get a permit by going to their website, a visitor's permit. Parking is limited, and during the summer months, this site is extremely popular. Multnomah Falls may actually be the most popular natural site here in Oregon. Question 6, is Yosemite National Park in Oregon? Yosemite National Park is located in California. We'd like to have it, but what can I say? We can't have all the good stuff. Question 7, what park in Oregon has 10 waterfalls? The park with 10 waterfalls is Silver Falls State Park. Silver Falls State Park could definitely be a national park, but we don't want to share. Question number 8, what are the 7 wonders of Oregon? According to Travel Oregon, the 7 wonders of Oregon are Smith Rock, Crater Lake, the Painted Hills, the Wallowa Mountains, Mount Hood, the Columbia River Gorge, and the Oregon coast. Our last question, why is Mount Hood not a national park? Peaks like Mount Hood are actually pretty common here in the Pacific Northwest. Mount Hood may be the tallest mountain here in Oregon, but it's also seen a lot of development over the years. It's Portland's mountain, and it's literally right next to Oregon's largest city, so it's not much of a contender for a national park site. And that wraps up our answers for Google's most asked questions about Oregon National Parks. Hey, are you planning an Oregon National Parks vacation? If so, please check out our family-friendly travel guide. I'll put the link in the descriptions below. You can also go to dinkumtribe.com. We can provide you with everything you need to know about a fantastic Oregon road trip vacation or road trips all across the United States. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.